straight. I even open up the door to the financial states.
Hey, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is March 17th, 2020. Shout out to one of my YouTube members. Thank you for the support. Joy for the song request. Rick Ross, Here I Am. Man, this is a classic, right? Only my real, true Rick Ross fans know about this song right here. Man, this takes me back right here. Thanks for the song request today. And if you guys want to get song requests jumped up to the top of the queue, all you have to do is join my YouTube membership program. Just click the join button for more details on that. Passerby level gets you access to song requests right away. Top priority for that. So click that join button on my YouTube page. So what's going on, people? Hope you guys are doing well. Listen, there's not much crypto news out here today. I mean, everything is coronavirus this, coronavirus that, and it's warranted, to be honest with you. So it's been really tough to find, crypto related news that I think you guys will be interested in. Everything is just all about this coronavirus. I'm gonna do actually, I think a My 2 Cents video, which is my non-crypto related videos, to give you my commentary on what's going on in the financial markets. I mean, just unprecedented stuff going on. For example, today, the Fed injected $1 trillion into the repo market. And guess what? They're going to be doing that every day for the rest of this week. And you better believe that's not going to stop by the end of this week. They always say they're going to do something and stop it, and they never do. Same thing with taxes. So I'll do another video to kind of go over that. But for today, we're going to be looking at something that Mike Novogratz said about crypto adoption. He said it's being set back 18 months amid this shitstorm. I guess he's referring to the whole coronavirus thing. So we'll look at the article, and I'll give you my 2 Satoshis on that, because I definitely disagree with that one. Second article from the Bitcoinist is about the coronavirus infecting 2 more Ethereum event attendees. Apparently, there were 16 already infected. I had no clue about this situation. I don't know if you guys did either, but it was held in Paris on March 3rd through the 5th. Interesting. We're going to take a look at the details. Vitalik Buterin was there. A whole bunch of people were there. So, man, this is crazy. And the last article, just to let you know how crazy today is and this year so far. I can't even give you the last article, people. It was out of CoinDesk. CoinDesk looks like it went down. There's no way for me to get to their website. It was about an SEC subpoena. There were 2 more subpoenas to Overstock.com. I know you guys remember the infamous Patrick Byrne, former CEO of Overstock. He left. He dipped out, sold all his stock, and went to the island somewhere. But it looks like the SEC is looking to investigate him a little further. So if that article comes back up by the end of this video, we will definitely take a look at that. This is just insane. So those are the articles for today that we will go over. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And this episode is brought to you by Dudx.com. Check these guys out, one of the newer cryptocurrency exchanges out there. However, one thing I like about Dudx, actually there are a few, but the one thing that stands out the most is that everything is priced in US dollars. That's from your risk, how much you're risking per trade, how much you're up in your profits or losses. It shows all that in real time and in US dollars. So you don't have to have a Texas Instrument calculator out, people, like you do on BitMEX, to figure out what the hell is going on, how much are you up, how much are you down. And they also have a new risk manager tool that allows you to place trades and set those parameters based on your risk profile. Excellent tool. I haven't seen this tool anywhere else in the cryptocurrency exchange game. So check them out, Dudx.com. Link in the description below. Let's take a look at the heat map for today. It looks like Bitcoin is making a bounce off of those lows again, trying to find a bottom here. It's at $5,367, up 9.7% today. Ethereum is up 7.3% to $117, and EOS up 7% to $1.99. That sounds crazy to say. XRP at 14 cents to 6.6% up today. Litecoin up 8.1% to $34. Binance token at $10.34, up 10% today. Well off the lows. And if we take a look at the 1 month performance, you can see how bad things are. I mean, Bitcoin is down 46%, Ethereum down 55%, EOS down 54%, Litecoin down 53%, just a 50% haircut across the board for most of these tokens and assets out here, these crypto assets. So not a good look in the crypto space. It did not hold up to what we as a whole, the community, I've been telling you guys for maybe a few months that I don't know if it, Bitcoin's going to really be that safety haven, but the general consensus in our community was that this is why you want to have Bitcoin, because it's a great hedge against traditional assets. And no way you want to slice it. We can't say that. I've heard things like BitMEX is to blame for, crypto crack. No, people literally was risk off when they saw the equities markets going to hell. They sold everything they could find in their portfolio. Anything they could put their hands on, they sold. And that included cryptocurrencies. And honestly, I've said this in my live streams, it's not over, in my opinion, with crypto. If things continue with this coronavirus, if things continue to be locked down, people can't work, people getting laid off, furloughed, all that stuff, people are going to sell their crypto. So you're going to have more selling pressure. I think this first wave was mostly from institutional players that were in here needing to cover margin calls in other asset classes. But the next wave will be individual small players who need the cash. So look out below. We may see some up and downs here to try to find a base right now. But I'm telling you guys, if this coronavirus thing extends to August, from what I'm hearing, we got a problem. We definitely got a problem. So the first article out of the Bitcoinist looks like Mike Novogratz thinks that Bitcoin's adoption is only set back by 18 months. So Mike Novogratz claims that the growing economic crisis has set back crypto adoption by 12 to 18 months. He made this statement in an interview with Anthony Pomp, where he weighed in on many of the impeding challenges facing the global financial space that are growing due to the spread of COVID-19. Novogratz's comments reflect many fears cascading throughout the crypto space as market uncertainty has resulted in significant volatility. He said, and I quote, "As far as crypto is concerned, this probably sets the story, the narrative of the new adoption in Bitcoin as a store of value, or in the other coins as a part of the future of building a decentralized internet. It sets it back 12 to 18 months. We're going to have to get through this, and then you will have a rebuild of confidence." I personally think he's absolutely wrong. The issue is not the COVID-19, causing everything to screech to a halt. The issue is we didn't see any confidence in cryptos when we saw a crisis. That's the problem. So when things come back, yes, the players that were in the crypto space before liquidating in a panic, sure, they'll come back. But getting new people, I don't think so. I don't think, because people, the people who are in this space, we've been telling everyone outside our bubble that Bitcoin is a safety haven. It's a store of value. It's a safe asset, right? That's what we've been telling people. But now they see that's not true, right? They see it's just a speculative asset. And it's going to be harder, in my opinion, to convince newbies to come over to the side. So I think this has created even longer term damages to the whole narrative of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in particular. So it goes on to say that the Galaxy Digital CEO noted that a key issue facing crypto is the fact that workers around the world are facing a cash shortage due to work stoppage. Thus, people are selling assets that would normally hold long term to acquire money needed for basic necessities. He observed that this problem is also causing gold to decline and could get much worse in the short term if workers remain cash flow negative. And this is echoing exactly what I've been saying. Yes, it's going to get worse. Gold, no. Gold is an entirely different thing. People are selling gold because they're trading gold primarily. And so you've got the institutional guys doing, having forced margin calls, needing to liquidate not Bitcoin, but gold to shore up those margin calls in other positions. So he's right, but I think he's wrong. Talking about Mike Novogratz, I think he's wrong on the timing. I think it's going to take longer than 12 to 18 months, to be honest with you. But according to Novogratz, a bright spot is that once the crisis abates, there will be a significant amount of liquidity, which is all but certain to result in a rapid economic recovery. He asserts that in this environment, Bitcoin prices will be in a strong position to move much higher. And so, you've already got there are many operations in the crypto game that were already struggling. Consensus is one. They've laid off last year. They laid off many people and closed, offices around the globe. So you can only think that this move down is going to cramp their operations as well. So it's just going to be interesting to see how long. I think it will bounce back for sure, but I think it's going to bounce back almost to parity of where it was before it went down, because I think just the same people are going to come back in. So it's not like it's, the bounce back is going to include more cash. It may just include maybe less cash that left the market, because now people are going to come back. They're going to come back, but now they're going to come back and say, well, if there's another crisis, I'm going to lose half my money, half my investment if another crisis comes around. So you may not even get the same amount of money coming back. I think you're going to get money back into this ecosystem, but maybe not the same amount. Maybe not the same amount. So let me know in the comments below if you think cryptos will be bouncing back in 12 to 18 months, as Mike Novogratz states. And since CoinDesk is still down, I have even a better article for you today. And this is out of Bloomberg, guys. I think this is a very good topic. I forgot I pinned this the other day. I wanted to definitely talk about this. Bitcoin miners facing double whammy of reward cuts after plunge. So think about this. I didn't even really fully just explicitly think about this, but we've got a cut 50% reduction in price of Bitcoin, in addition to another 50% reduction in rewards coming up in May. So this is like really, really bad timing for a correction. What does this mean for miners? I think they're in trouble, to be honest with you. I hate to sound like a Debbie Downer, but guys, I got to give it to you real so you guys can make your own assessments on what to do and what's going on. But the article does talk about companies whose computers make Bitcoin networks operational are facing deep cuts. So with Bitcoin's price down at this point, it said almost 40%. We know it's 50% now. So-called miners whose computers provide a third of all power for the networks have gone into the red. The decline couldn't have come at a worse time, he says. In May, rewards in the form of new coins issued to miners will automatically drop in half, further exacerbating losses until the price rallies. So it says for years now, such regular scheduled halvings have been looked forward to. Many investors have claimed that cryptocurrency rallies right before and after them, so the miners would stay afloat. So far this year, these expectations have proved false. And so look at the double whammy they're talking about. Miners face reward cuts after price collapse. As you see with this chart, it's showing us the price of Bitcoin versus dollar. Ryan Watkins from Masari, which is a crypto research firm, said it really just damages the Bitcoin halving narrative that people have been making. People were expecting price increases either before or after the halving, whereas now it seems like the exact opposite is going to happen. I mean, I personally think that we will see a move up after the halving, but we were looking for one before the halving as well, and we didn't expect a 50% haircut either. So this does put miners in a very, very tough situation, especially when Bitcoin's price has to be around $7,400. An average miner becomes cash flow negative around $4,500. Even so, many are unlikely to shutter their facilities right away, as expectations for a rally live on. If that doesn't occur, many will close after the halving occurs. Interesting. The miners that have predominantly new gear, they are probably fine, but then you have the previous generation ones, they are starting to sweat a little. If the prices remain like this, the halving will finish them off. And it goes on to say, if miners do shutter their operations, that could cause a decrease in security on the Bitcoin network. Miners' machines are used to confirm Bitcoin transactions, as you guys already know, and when fewer miners are safeguarding the network, it can be easier for a few bad actors to start double spending coins. So this is something that Bitcoin has not faced yet. I've experienced 2 halvings myself since being in cryptos, and they're right, it normally starts moving up prior to. The last one didn't move up as fast as the prior one that I witnessed, but there was a lot of buying pressure ahead of the halving. So now we have a situation where it's a double whammy, 50% haircut before the halving and then 50% supply cut after. What is that going to do to the miners? You guys let me know. Are you concerned? I will have to say I am a little concerned. These are uncharted territories. I have to see how the market reacts to this. It's all new. It's all new, people. And so the last article, this was pretty disturbing. Coronavirus infects 2 more Ethereum event attendees. It says Ethereum Community Conference held in Paris on March 3rd through the 5th turned out to be a hotbed spot for COVID-19 transmission. 18 of the supposed 1,000 attendees have now tested positive, with many more results pending. This is crazy. The exact number in attendance is unknown, although approximately 1,000 had registered for the event since the news broke yesterday. A further 2 attendees have since tested positive for coronavirus. So Amy Casser says since this story published yesterday, 2 more attendees of this event have tested positive for COVID-19, bringing the total to 18. And it goes on to say, is Vitalik Buterin safe? The well-being of everyone present at the EthCC is a concern, yet there can be no question that all eyes are on Vitalik Buterin's test results. Buterin attended the conference, but 3 days ago tweeted that he has no symptoms. I don't know why people continuously tweet and say I have no symptoms. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know. I've been following this corona thing for 2 months now. You don't have to have symptoms. As a matter of fact, it's common for you not to have symptoms for 3 to 14 days. So saying you don't have symptoms means absolutely nothing. Vitalik's status notwithstanding, many key figures within the Ethereum community were present at the EthCC. Others have no doubt recently attended other large crypto-oriented gatherings, whereas there has been no indication that Ethereum development has been affected by the COVID-19. So, we can't get away from this COVID-19. Actually, all 3 articles today are related to COVID-19. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, coronavirus is definitely taking over our lives. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. What do you think about this? I think this thing is so infectious, so virulent, this virus that is, that I'm pretty positive more than 18 people caught that disease. Well, that's my 2 Satoshis on the subjects for today. Let me know yours in the comments below. Shout out again to Joy, one of my YouTube members. Thank you for the support, and thank you for the song request. Rick Ross, Here I Am. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Holla!